In today's video, we'll be learning how to convert between one concentration unit to another concentration unit. I have seen a lot of students struggle between how to convert between two units, right? So there is a one systematic way. If you follow that, you can convert any unit to any unit. Okay, so let's start. All right. Before moving to conversion, just let us see that units which we actually come across most of the times are among these, right? Now, what I want you to understand is that these units are called as mass related. Why? Because in their formulae there is no volume term, right? Volume of solution or volume of solute. There is no volume involvement. So there is only mass involvement. So that is mass related. Similarly, they have this volume term in all of them, right? So these units are volume related. Why I'm telling this is because whenever conversions will be given, you have to understand whether I am going from group 1 to group 2, right? Or am I converting in the group itself? Okay, why I'm again telling that? Because this is volume related and this is mass related. So if you have to interconvert between group 1 to group 2 or group 2 to group 1, there must be density of solution, okay, given, right? So in between you must need density of solution. Why I am saying this? Because density of solution, what it will be? So density of solution will be equal to mass of solution divided by volume of solution. Mass of solution divided by volume of solution. So density is the one which is relating between mass and volume. Okay, so if I have to go across the groups, I must have density. Otherwise, if I am converting between them, I don't need. Okay, hope that is one thing clear. So this you must understand and remember. Second thing, throughout the conversions, I'll be taking that solute as 1. Okay, solute as 1 and the solvent as 2. Okay, and solute plus solvent always gives us what? Solution. Okay, so if I have volume, so V1 plus this solute we have this is solvent, sorry, this will be solvent. Okay, so solute plus solvent gives us solution. So V1 plus V2 will be equal to V solution, right? Or if I have mass, so then it will become M1 plus M2 equals to mass of solution, or W I can use. Okay, W or M. Understood? So keep this in mind. Okay, this one, and this table, and let's start converting, right? Alright guys, so this is our first question where molarity is given as M and they're asking to find molality, right? Molality is what? Small m, right? Now this is volume based and this is mass based, so therefore I must be having density, right? Because see, most of the time students get confused that density should be given or not, or what is the use of density. So that is the use. Okay, if it is volume to mass related or mass to volume related, density must be given. So let's start how to do. So your first step will be to write what is given first of all. So given is molarity, right? So just write molarity. What is the formula? Moles of solute. So 1 for solute, moles of solute by volume of solution in liters. Okay, that is given. And what is to be found? So just write it to find. Okay, to find. What is to find? Molarity. What is that formula? So write these two. Okay, so molarity is moles of solute divided by weight of solvent. Okay, W2 in kg. Right, that is the formula. Right, once you have written both the formula, then what you have to do? What is given, take denominator to be 1 or 100. Now suppose if it was percent quantity, like percent W by V, W by W, V by V, in that case here we have multiplied by 100. So therefore denominator we take 100. Here it is multiplied 1. So I will take 1. If it was ppm, 10 to the power 6 here it is. So I will take denominator also to be 10 to the power 6. Okay, fine. So let's take, so let volume of solution to be equal to, it is in liter, to be 1 liter. This is the first equation we have taken. Then now you see the beauty of this. As soon as you take denominator to be 1, n1 becomes equal to m. Why? Because this is 1. So therefore n1 equals to m. Now you see, I want n1. I have directly got n1 here, right? Which is m. M will be the value, right? Take this as 2. Now you have to start little bit thinking that I want weight. What I have is volume, right? Now volume of solution, density of solution. If you just think using these two, what can I get? Weight of solution. And weight of solvent, how will I get? Using weight of solution. How? You see? So now what I'll do? So now density is given, volume is given. So now since density of solution is equal to mass of solution divided by volume of solution. Now density is given as rho gram per ml. So right here rho gram per ml divided is equal to mass of solution divided by volume of solution. Now see, volume of solution is 1 liter. So that will be equal to 1000 ml. Now see, ml, they both will get cancelled. And m solution, which is mass of solution, will be equal to 1000 multiplied by rho. And what will be the unit? Gram. I hope you have understood, right? Now what is mass of solution? So now mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent, right? And what I want is mass of solvent, so I can write as W also. So weight of solution is equal to, both are same, okay, mass or weight. So from here W2, what will be W2? W2 will be W solution minus W1, right? Now what is W1? Weight of solute. Now what do I have is moles of solute. So moles into molar mass will give me weight. So this will become W of solution minus W1 will be what? Moles multiplied by molar mass. So what is M1? M1 is molar mass. Okay, I'll write it in the end. This is molar mass of solute. Therefore W2. Put the value here. W2 solution, right? This is W2. Okay, so that's W solution it is. So W2 will be equal to, W solution is 100 rho. 1000 rho. Okay, not 100, 1000 rho minus N1 M1. This is in gram. Now you have got everything. W2 I have got, N1 I have got, right? Both. So therefore molality will be equal to N1, which is capital N, divided by W2. So W2 I have got 1000 rho. Now this is in gram. So what I will be doing? So this is 1000 rho minus N1 M1 divided by 1000. Done. Right? One thing you can write, just note there, below that you write that what is M1? M1 is molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute. Okay, and then you get this formula. So how did we start? We just took denominator 1. Okay, I hope you understood. Let's do one more. Alright, let's look at the second question. What does it say? That molality small m is given of the solution, right? And it is saying find mole fraction of solute. Now you tell me, this is which group? Group 1, group 2. So this is group 2, right? Mass related. This is also mass related. Therefore I don't need density, right? So our game becomes simple. How to start? Again, as I said, first of all, what is given? Molality. So write what is given. It is moles of solute divided by weight of solvent in kg. Right? Moles of solute divided by weight of solvent in kg. What you have to find is mole fraction of solute. So to find, right, what it is? mole fraction of solute. What it is? N1 plus N2. Right? Very simple. So first thing, just take this denominator to be 1. So let W2 equals to 1 kg. Taken, right? So therefore N1 equals to M. Whatever value in the question will be given, just put that here. Fine. So see, N1 directly we have got. Very nice. Then W2, N2 I need to find. Now see, if you want to find moles, right, then you have to find what? Weight. Weight divided by molar weight will give you moles. Then how do we do? So N1 is M, I have got. Now you see W2. So since W2 is equal to what? 1 kg, which is 1000 gram. So therefore N2, which is what? Moles. Moles is equal to weight divided by molar weight of whom? Solvent. Right? Are you understanding? So W2 I have taken 1 kg, which is 1000 gram, divided by M2, molar mass. So weight upon molar mass will give me moles. I have got N2 also. So you see this N1 N2 I have got. Done. So what can you do? So therefore X1 N1 you put. N1 is what? Molality. So put small m divided by N1 m plus N2 1000 by capital M2. Right? So if you just convert everything, it will become small m, which is molality, multiplied by molar mass divided by M2 plus 1000, and hence you get your answer. So the advantage of taking denominator 1 or 100 is this, that you can always get one quantity directly. Only you have to work for the other quantity. Right? So I will just write here, what is M2? It is molar mass of solvent. Right? Isn't it simple? Right? One more very small question we'll do. Then you'll understand how to use 100 also. Right? So write it down. All right. So let's come to the third question. Right? In this we have this percent quantities involved. Right? So this is weight by weight, mass related, and this is volume related. Obviously, if I have to convert from here to here or here to here, I must be having what? Density. Right? So normally students have confusion regarding this percent. So let's take one example also. Right? Aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide is made with percent W by W equal to 5. Then density is given 2, and they are asking to find percent W by V. Okay, so we will be solving it parallelly. Let's see how to do. So again, as I said, what is your first step? So whatever is given, what is given? W by W. So just write W by W is what? Weight of solute in gram. Okay, upon weight of solution in gram multiplied by 100. Right? This is the formula. And what we have to find is percent W by V. So what is percent W by V? So it is weight of solute in gram divided by volume of solution in ml multiplied by 100. Understood? Right? So let's start. So let weight of solution equals to 100 gram, because whatever is multiplied, you just take that 100 gram. Done. So therefore W1 is equal to percent W by W. So whatever value, so in this case if I solve, W by W will be equal to 5. So I'll simply put here 5. And weight, so what will be its unit? Gram. See, units are very important. Okay, without units you will be getting highly confused. So always put units throughout the process. Fine. So I have got W1. What I need? Volume. I have density. I have weight of solution. So what I'll say? Since density of solution is equal to weight of solution divided by volume of solution. So therefore volume of solution is equal to weight of solution divided by density of solution. How much weight we have assumed? 100 grams. So just put here 100 gram. Density of solution, rho. So this is rho, okay? Gram per ml. Gram cancelled. So therefore V solution is equal to 100 by rho ml. This is your equation 2. Right? Done very easily. Put here. What is W1? Percent W by W. Percent W by W multiplied by 100 divided by 100 by rho. So 100 by rho. This should be in gram. Yes. This should be in ml. Yes. So 100 and 100 will get cancelled. Rho will go above. So therefore percent W by V is equal to percent W by W multiplied by rho. And that's your formula which we just memorized. Okay, so you see I have done 3 examples with the same approach, taking denominator 1, then finding one quantity automatically, then just applying little bit brain and getting the second quantity. Apply this with any quantity and you will be able to solve. Right, now if I solve this one, right, how will we do? So percent W by W. So first you should know the definition, that percent W by W will be equal to weight of solute upon weight of solution into 100. I'll take this equal to 100 gram. Okay, so therefore W1 is equal to 5 gram because 100 and 100 will get cancelled. So W1 equals to 5 gram. That is your 1. Now volume of solution equals to mass upon density. Mass how much? 100 gram. Density 2 gram per ml. So we'll take 2 gram per ml. Gram and gram will get cancelled. It will be what? 50 ml. Done. So therefore percent W by V will be equal to W1 5 by 50 into 100 is equal to how much it will be? 10%, right? 10%. Done. If you put the values here, what it will be? W by W is how much? 5 into density is 2 equals to 10, right? So you see how we can just do any question by following this simple technique, taking denominator 1, then automatically we will get one quantity, and then applying a little bit brain we can get the other quantity as well. Okay, so I hope you understood, and this technique is really helpful because anywhere you go in physical chemistry we get to deal with these unit conversions. Okay, so I hope it will help you, and if it really you like this video, right, so please share it with your friends and subscribe. Okay, so we'll meet next time. Thank you.